In our last example, example 10, we are going to learn how to read the context of a question and use that to come up with a linear equation. So it says a nutritionist is helping a client plan a 480 calorie snack using 2 items, carrot sticks, which are 30 calories per cup, and almonds that are 160 calories per cup. Let X represent the number of cups of carrot sticks and let Y represent the number of ounces of almonds. Find the equation, the intercepts, and interpret the intercepts in the context of the question. It tells us directly in the problem that X is the number of cups of carrots. So X is equal to the number of cups of carrots. And then we have Y that says it's the number of ounces of almonds. Now we're told that up here that there are 160 calories per ounce for almonds. So let's write that down. The carrots are in cups. All right, and then for the carrots, it says there are 30 calories per cup. And we want a total of 480 calories. So what we need to do is find the number of calories for carrots, and we want to add that to the number of calories for almonds. When I add the two amounts for the calories together, we want a total of 480. How do we figure out the number of calories for the carrots? Well, if I said there's 30 calories for each cup, and X represents the number of cups of carrots, we would multiply that. So, for example, if X was 2 and we had 2 cups of carrots, then I would take 2 times 30 to get the number of calories for the carrots. So, to find the calories for the carrots, I'm going to take 30 times X. And then we're going to add that to the calories for the almonds. So to figure out the calories for almonds, it's 160 calories per ounce. And Y is the number of ounces of almonds. So if I had 2 ounces of almonds, I would take 2 times 160 to find the total number of calories. But since the number of ounces is a variable, we're going to take 160 times Y. And then that should give us a total of 480. So here's our equation. 30x plus 160y is equal to 480. That's our equation. Now, the other thing that we need to do for this question is we need to find the intercepts and then interpret them. So, if I find the x and y intercepts, let's find the y-intercept first. I'm going to plug in 0 for x, so the 30 times 0 disappears, and I'm left with 160y is equal to 480. So when I divide both sides by 160 to figure out what my value of y is, you should get 3. Now to find the x-intercept, that's the value of x when y is 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y, so the 160 times y disappears because 160 times 0 just disappears. And I'm left with 30x is equal to 480. Then, if I divide both sides by 30 to solve for x, I'm going to get 16. So my x-intercept is 16, 0. So what does that mean? That means when we have 0 ounces of almonds. We have 16 cups of carrots to make the total of calories for that snack 480. Now for the y-intercept, we said that that was 0, 3. So when we have 0 cups of carrots, we would need 3 ounces of almonds to make that snack 480 calories.